Sikhs a loving duty to serve the Creator and the creation, one universal God, an ideal human being characterized by love, selflessness, integrity, responsibility and accountability, empowered to be an agent for good, one who is armed with both the wisdom and virtue of a saint, together with the courage and fearlessness of a soldier, and promoting religious freedom. And so may I relentlessly continue to do all that is good and right until my last breath.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 6th annual Sikh Awards are being held right here in the heart of our country called Delhi. The 6th annual award for the very first time outside of UK. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the award ceremony have been brought to you by the Sikh Directory. The award ceremony tonight definitely continues to grow from strength to strength each year. And it's great not only to see so many familiar faces, but also many new ones for the very first time. We promise you an evening that is going to be grander and more spectacular than ever. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to extend a very hearty and warm welcome to all our guests who've joined us tonight from different parts of the world. We know there are people here from Africa, America, the UAE, Australia, Canada, Malaysia, and many, many more. Thank you so much for already making this event a grand success with your presence. Let's have a big round of applause for each one of you who've made the Sikh Awards a name to reckon with and a prestigious platform. A big round of applause. Now, moving into the agenda for this evening. We have so much lined up for you. As I've been continuously saying that tonight is going to be more spectacular, brighter, more memorable. So let me tell you all that tonight we are going to have the amazing awards, followed with some truly mind-blowing entertainment. And after this, each one of you is going to be served with some sumptuous meal from the amazing caterers of the Taj Palace. To begin with, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we will be acknowledging the exceptional Sikhs in a range of categories, including charity, education, media, sport, business, and seva, as well as our very prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award. On behalf of the Sikh Directory, I would like to take this humble opportunity to thank this year's judging panel, which faces a challenging and truly humbling task each year in reviewing the numerous nominations for each category and shortlisting the winners. However, I must also congratulate all the nominees that were put forward. Let's have a big round of applause for all the nominees for this evening. It truly takes a lot to be a part and be a nominee in itself. The concept of the Sikh Awards was conceptualized by Navdeep Singh Bansal in the year 2010. Navdeep Singh is the founder of the hugely successful Sikh group of companies. The Sikh group consists of the Sikh Business Directory, the Sikh 100 Power List, and the Sikh Awards. Through these ventures, he continues to spread the awareness of the successes achieved within the Sikh community throughout the world. He is in a unique position of being supported by global brands and successful businesses. From everyone who is a part of the Sikh Awards, we would like to thank Navdeep for having this vision, drive, and inspiration to make tonight possible. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to commence the proceedings officially. And to do so, I would like to welcome on stage Mr. Navdeep Singh to kindly say a few words with a big, big round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6th Sikh Awards ceremony. Since the first Sikh Awards ceremony in 2010, we've honored and highlighted a number of amazing individuals. By sharing their stories of success, we continue to encourage and inspire the next generation around the world. Every year, ensuring the event is a great success, I would like to thank my entire Sikh Awards team, many of which who has flown in especially to organize this event tonight. my family, my friends, and our sponsors, Charles Simmons Solicitors, G2A Aviation, Motiwala and Sons, PTC Punjabi, the Gurdwara of Johannesburg, the Sun Group, SCEA, Unique Global, and Virgin Atlantic. And most of all, Bhai Sahib Mahinder Singh Ji, my mentor, for all their continued guidance and support over the years. So please join me in giving them a round of applause. I would also like to thank many of you who have traveled in, especially for tonight's ceremony from around the world. As Sonali mentioned, many of the guests have traveled in from the UK, America, Africa, Asia, Europe, and in fact, of the audience, only 150 are actually from India. I'm also pleased to announce this year, in the bags placed on your chair, we have the 4th edition of the Sikh 100, profiling many of the people that are in the room tonight. The list highlights and promotes 100 of the most powerful and influential Sikhs in the world today. Also, you'll be privileged to receive the 10th edition of the Sikh Directory, where this whole journey began. I'm also pleased to announce next year we'll be launching the international version of the Sikh Directory, where we're having companies support and advertise from around the world. So once again, thank you all, and please enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know we've all traveled from different parts of the country. We've been waiting for this evening with bated breaths, an evening truly each one of us looks forward to. We worked very hard all our lives, only to be acknowledged, to be recognized and rewarded for our outstanding efforts. And tonight we are not going to leave any stone unturned. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I think it is time for us to begin with the award ceremony. But before we do so, I would like to see how much energy does the crowd have. So let's hear a big round of applause for yourselves for being a part of this amazing event. So I'm very excited, as you can make out, and I'm sure all our presenters, our speakers are very excited as well. I would just like to request all our guests, as a mark of respect for all the speakers, maybe request you all to please not speak amongst yourselves while they're talking. So we'll truly respect that. Thank you. All right, moving into the first category of awards for this evening. It is the Sikhs in Charity. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sikhs in Charity Award is presented to an individual, organization, or a society which can best demonstrate that it has the community at heart and has had a positive impact whilst improving the health and well-being of the society. Please welcome on stage the sponsor of this award, Mr. Agaypal Singh from Unique Global, and Mr. David Lelliot, the British Deputy High Commissioner from Chandigarh.
Award for Sikhs in Charity, sponsored by Unique Global. This year's winner is World Cancer Care from the United Kingdom. Kulwant Singh is the Global Ambassador of World Cancer Care, a charity that has raised awareness of cancer among the Punjabi community around the world, and in particular Punjab, the cancer capital of the world. He works tirelessly and without expenditure, and has recently been recognized for his work globally and received the Sant Puran Singh Award.
गुड इवनिंग मैं पंजाबी च गल करूँगा भरावो प्लीज़ आपदे जीवन दे विच जन्म तो लैके मरण तक सादा काम करना पऊ सानू गुरु साहब ने जन्म तो लैके मरण तक सादा जीवन कहा सी यही मेरी तुहानू बेनती है मैं तुहानू कोई अपनियां गल्लां झिबाउण नहीं आया सी प्लीज़ सादे विआह करो हर काम सादा करो ओही पैसा बचा के एजुकेशन ਤੇ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਲਾਓ। ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹੈ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ। ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਆ ਗਈ ਉੱਥੇ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਆ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਕੈਂਸਰ ਇਜ਼ curable if you detect earlier. Awareness empowering ignorance kills. Thank you.
A big round of applause. Thank you so much, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next category, equally empowering Sikhs in education. Ladies and gentlemen, this award is presented to any Sikh educational institution, teacher or individual that is taking an innovative approach to recognizing, educating and developing the talent and skills within the community. Please welcome on stage the sponsor for this award, Mr. Gurpal Singh Uppal from Charles Simmons and Swami Jataveda, who is one of the most senior Swamijis from the Art of Living and is representing Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, who will be speaking about this category with a big round of applause.
Now the award for Sikhs in Education, sponsored by Charles Simmons. This year's winner is Dr. Raghbir Singh Bains from Canada. Raghbir Singh is a world-known author of the first of its own kind Encyclopedia of Sikhism on multimedia technology, released by the Honourable Prime Minister in the Parliament House of Canada. He is also a luminary producer and director of the original Multimedia Sikh Museum, set up at Khadur Sahib, India, utilising the latest robotic technology.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਨਮਸਤੇ It is a great day today for me that I am getting this iconic award. In fact, I am very much thankful to the jury, organization and especially Navdeep Singh, who has worked hard for a longer years, and I can say from my heart that there are very few people who are working for the community.
It's time for us to move into the next category, which is very interestingly, Sikhs in Entertainment. Well, this category recognizes directors, presenters, comedians, instrumentalists, and musical artists, respected role models who promote the Sikh identity within the entertainment industry. As someone from the world of entertainment, well, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome on stage our sponsor for this award, Mr. Prabjot Singh, along with Mr. Muthukumar, the Deputy Commissioner of Jharkhand.
And now the award for Sikhs in Entertainment, sponsored by PTC Television. This year's winner is Sardar Mohinder Singh Sana from the United States of America. Soulful and legendary music director Mohinder Singh is among the last remaining maestros who gave us unforgettable melodies through Bollywood movies in the 1950s, 60s and 70s. His first film was Neeli in 1950. He received the Presidential Annual Award for his contribution to music for the super-hit Punjabi movie Nanak Naam Jahaz Hai in 1970. He has composed music for 68 movies.
Sikhs in Entertainment award goes to Sardar Mohinder Singh Sarna.
has to be here tonight with us. I think he deserves a big round of applause.
का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। मैं तुसी उठ के मैनू मेरी इज्जत ਵਧਾਈ है। मैं एक शेर तो सुनाने लगा कि पत्ती पत्ती गुलाब हो जाती, हर नज़र महव ख्वाब हो जाती। पत्ती पत्ती गुलाब हो जाती, हर नज़र महव ख्वाब हो जाती। तूने डाली न महफिशा नजरें, वरना शबनम शराब हो जाती। हंसते रहो ते वसते रहो।
Thank you. A big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we at the Sikh Awards truly believe that we work very, very hard, but we celebrate even harder. Tonight we have amongst us a very, very talented set of artists who are here right here from Delhi. They've performed all across the world. Believe you me, I don't need to say that to each one of you, but truly world over, everybody says that the Punjabi folk music and dance is very contagious. The energy is absolutely powering. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to set the stage on fire and call our artists for this evening on the stage for the very first entertainment act. Please welcome on stage BMP Fire Dancers with a big, big round of applause.
और हम इसलिए बहुत ज़्यादा कीन थे आज अटेंड करने की कि हम आपके लंदन का भी अवार्ड अटेंड कर चुके हैं। बहुत ज़्यादा सक्सेसफुल था। आई थिंक दैट द ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ आउटस्टैंडिंग इंडियंस हियर, और उनको अवार्ड देने में कि फील होता है कि हमने हिंदुस्तान का नाम हिंदुस्तान के अंदर और हिंदुस्तान के बाहर ऊंचा उठाया, और उसके लिए उनको अवार्ड मिलना बहुत ज़रूरी है। और आपका रिकग्निशन उनके लिए सबसे बड़ा अचीवमेंट और सबसे बड़ा अवार्ड है। द बिगेस्ट अवार्ड इज़ रिकग्निशन ऑफ योर सर्विस टू योर कंट्री, फॉर विच यू आर गिविंग द पब्लिक प्रूफ।
Ladies and gentlemen, with this, it is time for us to move into the next category, which is the Sikhs in sports. This category honors an individual that has made a significant contribution to the sports industry on a regional, national or global scale, whilst promoting their Sikh identity. Please help me welcome on stage the sponsor for this award, Davinder Singh Mann from SCEA, and Trilochan Singh MP, who is an Indian politician and a member of parliament representing Haryana.
Some thoughts with you, because in this hall, one of the most prestigious in our city, first time, perhaps I may not be wrong, we are watching this symbol on the dais. You must have attended. And secondly, we feel shy to say it is Sikh. We want to do anything we are doing for Sikhs, but in some other name. I praise Navdeep coming from England. He has shown us a new way, that we should be proud of the fact that the Sikh is in every field leading in the world. And here you are today watching what Navdeep has been doing for last 5 years, because our coming generation is not aware. They are not proud of the fact what is our history, what is thought of Guru Nanak. I think this is the way. I let God bless him and other people like him who should promote Sikhism in this way which is being done today. And this award today, which is for the sports, sponsor is here. We must thank all sponsors, because without sponsors, Navdeep can't do anything. He's an individual man.
That's true.
You see, sports in India, you are not aware. started in 1928. The first athlete to represent India in the Olympics was Brigadier Dilip Singh, Turban Man. So we are the pioneer of sports in India. So first team which went to the World Olympic was led by Brigadier Dilip Singh, carrying the flag and turban on his head.
Woo! A big round of applause. I think that's fabulous.
And secondly, just now Navdeep had shown a given Fauja Singh, a man 102 years old, beating world record in marathon. And he has shown him, given him award last time in London. Flying Milkha Singh, in football Inder Singh, anywhere in India. Actually earlier, all athletes, everywhere in hockey team, all used to be turban men. ਕੀ ਗਲਤ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਇਹ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰਿਓ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਨੰਬਰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਪਗੜੀ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੀਡਰ ਬੜੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋ ਬੜੇ ਬੜੇ ਸਪਾਂਸਰ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਕਰੇ ਬੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਫੈਕਟ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸਿੰਬਲ ਔਰ ਇਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਰਵੇ ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁੱਡ ਬੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਆਫ ਦਿਸ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਐਵਰੀਵੇਅਰ ਐਂਡ ਲੈਟ ਅਸ ਟੀਚ ਆਵਰ ਚਿਲਡਰਨ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਊਡ ਟੂ ਬੀ ਅ ਸਿੱਖ.
And now, before we move on, sir, I think it's time for us to see the video.
Now it's the award for Sikhs in sports, sponsored by SCEA. And this year's winner is Mr. Sandeep Singh Sandhu from the United Kingdom. Sandeep Singh is the captain of the UK Kabaddi team and has played many cups, leagues and Kabaddi World Cups. Under his captaincy, his team, United Singhs, won its first World Kabaddi League Cup. He was the top stopper in 2015 World Kabaddi League, successfully completing 154 stops. This makes him one of the top stoppers in the world.
Moving on to the next category, which is the Sikhs in media. This award is given to an individual or organization that has made a substantial positive impact within the media industry. This includes newspapers, websites, radio and television stations, and all the other media platforms. Please welcome on stage the sponsor for this award, Mr. Navdeep Singh Bansal from the Sikh group and the very renowned Hindi and Punjabi actor since 1979, Mr. Raj Babbar, with a big round of applause.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. It's a great honor to be a part of such a esteemed, a great award function. फंक्शन बहुत अटेंड किए लेकिन आज खालिस फंक्शन अटेंड करने का मौका मिले. आई वॉन्ट टू यूज ए वर्ड खालिस. खालसिया नूं रिकोगनाइज करना ये अज की नहीं बल्कि शादी जद तो साड़ी कौम ने अगर कोई भी कामयाबी हासिल की है, बीइंग ए पंजाबी आई एम प्राउड ऑफ दिस कि किधरे ना किधरे मेरे रिश्ते इस खालिस कौम के नाल रहे ने और हैं ने. मैनू फख्र है कि मैनू इस विरसे वास्ते काम करने का मौका मिले. आई ट्राई टू मेक ए फिल्म शहीद उधम सिंह. उसके बाद मैं कोशिश की थी. आई एम ग्रेटफुल टू वर्ल्ड पंजाबी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, खासकर विक्रम सानी साहब, त्रिलोचन सिंह जी जिन्होंने बहुत मदद की थी. मैं महाराजा रणजीत सिंह उत्ते फिल्म बनाना चाहना था. लॉट्स ऑफ रीजन आई कुड नॉट मेक ए फिल्म बट आई मेड ए सीरियल. बदकिस्मती कि वो किसी चैनल जिस ते मैं रिलीज़ करना सी, there was some reasons I could not release that, but दूरदर्शन ते करन दा मौका मिलिया, लेकिन बड़ी कटाई करन दे बाद। I'm so happy the organizers of this award ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਐਵਾਰਡ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਵਿਰਸੇ ਨੂੰ, ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਰਵਾਇਤ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਾ ਰੱਖਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਬੇਸ਼ੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀਏ ਕੰਨਿਆ ਕੁਮਾਰੀ ਤੱਕ, ਲੇਕਿਨ ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਰਾਖੀ ਜਾਂ ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਦੀ ਹਿਫਾਜ਼ਤ ਜਾਂ ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਨਕਸ਼ੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹਿੰਦੁਸਤਾਨ ਕਹਿਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੋ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਜੋ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਨੇ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਉਸ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ सम्मान कर रहे हो। और आने वाले कल ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ जो इस हालात 'ਚ ਅਸੀਂ गुजर रहे हैं, शायद ਇਹ सम्मान ही ਸਾਡੇ ਦੇਸ਼ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਤੇ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਮਜ਼ਬੂਤ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੇਗਾ। God bless you all. We are showing the video now and you can see that.
Now for the award for Sikhs in Media, sponsored by the Sikh Group. And this year's winner is Mr. Bal Singh Samra from the United Kingdom. Bal Singh is the Managing Director of BBC Television, in addition to his role as Commercial Director for the BBC Group. Across these two roles, he leads around 900 staff and is responsible for managing a budget of around £1 billion. Bal Singh is a trustee of the Ormiston Academies Trust, which sponsors 30 academy schools in the most disadvantaged areas.
I'm pleased to call on stage Bal Singh Samra to accept the award for Sikhs in Media.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a true honour to be recognised by my peers for this award, particularly the Media Award, where here in India the world of Bollywood plays such a big role. And I want to congratulate again the extraordinary Bollywood legend Sardar Mohinder Singh Sanna. Now, what do I say? Well, I'm going to start and end my thanks to my family. My mother and father moved to the UK from a small village called Samarai in the late 1950s. They couldn't speak an ounce of English. They started their own business, working 18 hours a day, most days. And as a young boy, I was brought up by my grandparents and my brothers. But whenever we had a moment to speak, my father enshrined 3 strong values, which I thank him for and which I still live with today. Work hard, my son. Act with integrity and treat people fairly, my son. And grab every single opportunity that life offers you, my son. And the one thing that gives me most pleasure is Ormiston Academy's trust, a charitable trust with a single mission to change the life chances of every one of the 20,000 children in 30 schools across the country through education, in some of the most socially challenged areas, and just like the schools that I went to when I was a young lad. Now, people have always been very generous about my contribution, adding something new to the conversation, but it's a true, true privilege to be recognised by this international award, and I want to thank you all for nominating me. Now, I said I would end with my family, so my last thank you goes to my lovely wife, Fiona, who is here today, and my 2 boys, Harry and Charlie, who are back in the UK working hard at school. I'm pleased their grandfather's values have been passed down. This is for you too. Thank you very much.
A big round of applause. Thank you so much, sir.
ਇੱਕ ਲੱਕ ਨਾਲ ਸਾੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਇੰਜ ਬਣ ਜਾਵੇ ਟੌਰ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜੀ ਜੱਜਦੀ ਏ ਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜੀ ਜੱਜਦੀ ਏ ਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਸਿੰਘ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜੀ ਜੱਜਦੀ ਏ ਕੌਰ ਦੀ ਗੋਰਿਆਂ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਾਂਦੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਝਾਂਜਰਾਂ ਨੱਚਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਨੇ ਲਈਆਂ ਪਾ ਉਹ ਆਪੇ ਮੁਟਿਆਰੇ ਨੀ ਤੂੰ ਪਾਈ ਜਾਵੇਂ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਨੱਚਣ ਦਾ ਚਾਅ ਨੀ ਮੱਜਣੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਨੱਚਣ ਦਾ ਚਾਅ ਗੋਰਿਆਂ ਪੈਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚਾਂਦੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਝਾਂਜਰਾਂ ਨੱਚਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਨੇ ਲਈਆਂ ਪਾਰੀ ਮੁੱਜਣੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਨੱਚਣ ਦਾ ਚਾਅ
ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਫਖਰ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਫੰਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਨਮਾਨਿਤ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਲਹਿਰ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੁਨੀਆ 'ਚ ਉਤਸ਼ਾਹਿਤ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਵੀਂ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀ ਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੇਰਨਾ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਔਰ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਸ਼ੇਖ ਮੁਹੰਮਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਆਨਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਔਰ ਇਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰਾ ਬੜਾ ਭਾਰੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਸ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਹੈ ਈਰਾਨ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਤਨੇ ਸਾਲ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪੂਰੇ ਮਾਣ ਔਰ ਸਨਮਾਨ ਨਾਲ ਰਹਿਣ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਸਾਡੇ 'ਤੇ ਮਿਹਰ ਰੱਖੀ ਹੈ ਔਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਮਿਹਰਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਨਵੀਂ ਪੀੜ੍ਹੀ ਨੂੰ ਜੋ ਪ੍ਰੇਰਨਾ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਹੋਰ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਔਰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜੋ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ਰਸ ਨੇ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਬੰਸਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਇੱਕ ਖਾਸ ਮਿਸਾਲ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਵੇਵ ਵਾਂਗਣ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਚੱਲੇਗੀ
Next category is to recognize and honor the Sikhs in Seva. This category recognizes the outstanding individual who has shown exceptional vision and contribution to society through means of seva, selfless voluntary service. Please welcome on stage the sponsor of this award, Mr. Harbinder Singh Sethi from the Gurudwara of Johannesburg, the founder and chairman and successful businessman from South Africa, who will also be speaking about this category.
Here we go with the award for Sikhs in Seva, sponsored by the Gurudwara of Johannesburg. This year's winner is Dr. Parvinder Singh Pasricha from India. Dr. Pasricha is a former Director General of Police from Maharashtra. He is a recipient of 2 awards from the President of India, who recognized his vision and commitment. Dr. Pasricha was entrusted with the responsibility of redeveloping Takht Sri Hazur Sahib for commemorating 300 years of Gurta Gadi. He was conferred with the title of Vikas Purush by Takht Sri Hazur Sahib.
Ordinary person. I don't know, one day Vaheguru, I think, showed his mercy and considered me for Seva in Hazur Sahib. I happened to be the Director General of Police Maharashtra State at that time, 2005, and we were going to have one of the most important historical events in 2008 October, third centenary celebration of the consecration of Shri Guru Granth Sahib as the eternal Guru, 300 years. Having stayed in the hostels throughout my life, I had very limited knowledge, I must confess, in Sikh religion. But the responsibility was given. I had no choice. First, I was reluctant,
Then my wife and 2-3 well-wishers like Jasbir, they told me the very fact that you have been selected from our 20 million brethren, that means Guru Maharaj wanted you to do it. And I went ahead. And that was a great journey of my life. Complete transformation. Saw the truth, a great learning all through. We had to complete 126 projects worth 2,500 crore rupees in 26 months. Time was already fixed. I had no choice. We suffered through many pangs and many problems, the speed breakers. But whenever I was in difficulty, Guru Maharaj took me in the lap and lifted me and made me overcome those problems and those sagging morale, sometimes melancholic moments. I got the strength from my wife, Kamal, and my advisor, Jasbir.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us now to tell you about the next award category, which is the Sikh People's Choice. This award is chosen by the community through the online voting process. This category recognizes an individual under the age of 30 who has had a positive impact on people's lives through the work they do and through what they hope to achieve later in life. It's time for us to welcome our very special sponsor and speaker on stage. May I now request Mr. Kavaljit Singh and his daughter, Miss Sachi Singh.
Now, the Sikhs People's Choice Award, sponsored by Motiwala and Sons. This year's winner is Mr. Kavanjit Singh Hair from the United Kingdom. Kavanjit Singh, age 25, is the director and shareholder of Hair Investments and Developments Limited, Country Construction UK Limited, Sanam Enterprise Limited, Hair Developments Limited, DKH Investments Limited and DKH Management Limited, which are all under the umbrella of the Hair Group.
We're pleased. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor being here tonight, and it's a privilege to receive this award. I would like to thank my father at this occasion for the opportunity he gave me to work with him when I actually graduated from Switzerland in hotel management. My father has worked very hard since a very young age, and it's always given me the inspiration to follow his footsteps.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to move into the next award category, which honors the Sikhs in profession. This award is given to an individual who has, through their working endeavors, contributed in making an exceptional difference on a local or global scale in any field, such as finance, medicine, technology, legal, or government. Please welcome on stage the sponsor for this award, Mr. Tanveer Singh Bajaj from G2A Aviation and Manjeet Singh, GK, who is current president of Delhi Sikh Gurudwara Management Committee, an autonomous organization which manages Gurudwaras in Delhi state, who will be speaking about this category. Welcome, gentlemen.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਵਾਰਡ ਕੈਟੇਗਰੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਿਕਸ ਇਨ ਸਰਵਿਸਿਜ਼। ਮੈਂ ਸਮਝਦਾ ਕਿ ਖਾਲਸੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਮਿਹਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਫੈਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਦੇ ਹੈਵ ਐਕਸੈਲਡ, ਮੇਡ ਬੀ IT, ਸਪੋਰਟਸ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਮੈਡੀਸਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਫੀਲਡ 'ਚ ਲੈ ਲਈਏ ਜੇ ਬਾਰਡਰਾਂ 'ਤੇ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟਿਵ ਮੁਲਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਤੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਿਆਲ ਦੇ ਹੈਵ ਪ੍ਰੂਵਡ ਦ ਬੈਸਟ ਔਰ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅਵਾਰਡ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਮਲਟੀਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਡ ਕੀਤਾ ਔਰ ਇੱਕ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਹਾਸਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ
Thank you so much. And with this, I think it's time for us to take a look at the video of the winner.
This is the award for Sikhs in Profession, sponsored by G2A Aviation. This year's winner is Mr. Karan Singh Bajwa from India. Karan Bajwa has 27 years' experience in telecommunications and IT in the Asia-Pacific region. Currently, he's the Managing Director for Microsoft India. He has also worked for organizations like Cisco and IBM.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of G2A Aviation, we are pleased to call on stage Mr. Karan Singh Bajwa to accept the award for Sikhs in Profession.
Good evening, everyone. They say the true recognition comes when your family recognizes you. And today is very special for me in the sense that I'm getting this recognition from my extended family, that's my community. So thank you very much. Really appreciate this. Before I go ahead, I want to thank a few people. It is important that I recognize I could not have reached here without those people. And first is my parents. They live in Ludhiana. And they cherish every moment of my success, and I'm sure they are waiting for a phone call from my side to say I've got the award, and I'm going to do that very soon. My father told me a long time back, he said, every individual in this world gets one opportunity, and the smart ones will recognize that opportunity and seize that opportunity. And he said, son, I can enable you, and I can empower you to identify that opportunity, and the rest you have to take on from there. And I hope today, Father, I have not let you down. I also want to thank my family. They happen to be here with me, my wife, Simran, and my daughter, Bani Amrita. And I thank them for every single day of support they've given me in this journey. I've been extremely unreasonable at times. That's my job. My job sort of gets me to travel a lot, and I work pretty hard at work. But they've always supported me, and I really thank them for everything they have done today. And before I leave, I just want to leave one more message, which is very important for me. I watch these music videos every day, and that's my way to connect back with Punjab since I've been out for so long. I've watched these music videos, and I want to tell just one simple thing. Hath jod ke benti karna chahna main sare music video waliyan nu ki kanthe wala jatt dikhao, घोड़ी वाला जट दिखाओ, दुनाली वाला जट दिखाओ, वो सब ठीक है, but कदे-कदे पढ़िया लिखा जट भी दिखा दिया करो. So thank you very much, everyone, and I really am deeply honored with this opportunity.
Well, after the Sikhs in Profession, it's time for us to get the Sikhs in Business on stage. This category consists of 3 awards presented to the organization or individual that can best demonstrate how it has made exceptional financial returns, shown strong growth, innovative strategies, and clear market leadership in its sector. This category incorporates 3 awards in itself: the Entrepreneur Award, the Businesswoman Award, and the Businessman Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage our sponsor for this award, Mr. Nick Parker from Virgin Atlantic, along with Mr. Balbir Singh Kakkar from BMK Hospitality.
The award for Sikhs in Business Entrepreneur, sponsored by Virgin Atlantic. This year's winner is Mr. Arjinder Pal Singh from Botswana. Arjinder Pal Singh is a prominent businessman based in Botswana. His business empire spreads across education, construction, tourism, airline, manufacturing, and agriculture industries.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ I'm humbled and honored to be recognized as being a recipient of Sikhs in Business Entrepreneur Award. All this became possible with Vaheguru Ji's blessing and blessings from Gursikhs and Sangat. I started my business career at the age of 23 from scratch as I went to Botswana with my parents, with my father, who went on deputation to the government of Botswana. He was serving in Indian Air Force. The award is dedicated to my parents, my late parents, my mother and father who are late, my wife which is present here, and my two children, my two sons which are present here with me. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਪੂਰੇ ਹੋਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਮੰਗਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਆਏ ਅਤੇ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਆਮ ਬੰਦਾ ਆਪਣੇ ਧਿਆਨ 'ਚ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਾੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਉਹ ਮੰਗੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਆਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਧੱਕਾ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਧੱਕਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੰਗਤਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਥੋੜ੍ਹਾ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਡਿੱਗ ਪਿਆ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਫਾਦਰ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਉਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਭੱਜ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਯਾਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਦਰਗਾਹ 'ਚ ਧੱਕੇ ਪੈਣੇ ਨੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਧੱਕਾ ਦੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਔਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉੱਠ ਕੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜੇਬ 'ਚ ਪੈਸੇ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗਲ ਨਾਲ ਲਾਇਆ ਔਰ ਇਨਫੈਕਟ ਉਹ ਕੋੜੀ ਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਪੇਰੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੀ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਇਹੀ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਸਿੱਖ ਕੌਮ ਦਾ ਨਾਂ ਉੱਚਾ ਕਰੀਏ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਆਪੇ ਹੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨਗੇ
Thank you so much. Congratulations, sir. And now we are not done yet. Well, Sikhs in Business, this category is very, very glorious one. Moving into the Best Business Woman Award. So it's time for us to take a look at the video that tells us about her.
Now the award for Sikhs in Business, Business Women, sponsored by Virgin Atlantic. This year's winner is Mazindera Kaur Halawalia from the United States of America. Indira Kaur, an advocate and entrepreneur, built her career on enabling equality systematically on the strength of individual differences. In 2002, she established Development and Training Services Incorporated.
The award for Sikhs in Business, Businesswoman.
Miss Ahluwalia, congratulations, ma'am.
Allow me to thank the Sikh Awards for this recognition, which I'm most humbled by, and recognize the tremendous contribution that Navdeep Singh is making in building community and collective clout. It dawned on me only a few years back that my values and decisions are predicated on Sikh concepts. My values have guided me to build and grow DTS, which I started in 2002. 4 key concepts, which tie to how I understand Sikhi, have intrinsically guided my choices and practice. We each have a unique purpose that is only ours to fulfill. The personal trials we face can either stop us or motivate us to continue on the path. Ultimately, we are all in it alone with Vaheguru on our own individual paths, but also we are all in it together to complete the puzzle that creates this one universe where we are each and every one of us unique and equal. With gratitude and thanks to my father, Jayant Singh Kalotra, and my mother, Amrit Kaur Kalotra, my babies, and each of you, I am grateful. Thank you.
My heartiest congratulations, ma'am. You deserve every bit of it. Wishing you all the very best. And now, post this, we move into the next award in this category, Sikhs in Business. It's time for us to call on stage the businessman of this year. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take a look at this video.
The award for Sikhs in Business Businessman, sponsored by Virgin Atlantic. And this year's winner is Mr. Kuldeep Singh Dhingra from India. Kuldeep Singh is an Indian entrepreneur, philanthropist and chairman of Burger Paints since 1991. He was born in 1947 into a business family. Burger Paints India is the country's second largest paint maker. The company currently has a net worth of $2.5 billion US dollars.
This amazing event. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm grateful to the Sikh Awards for this honor. There can be no greater recognition, no greater compliment than from one's own community. I feel humbled today because on the long, colorful road to this milestone, I was blessed to have been encouraged and supported by many good souls who are co-shareholders of this prestigious award. It is difficult to name everyone, but let me share a few. My ancestors who began the paint business in 1898. My dynamic father who passed away at a young age of 37, but not before putting up a paint factory. He left unfulfilled his dreams of larger business and love of travel, including his plan to visit Russia. Unwittingly, his children seem to have followed his vision and fulfilled his ambition. My brave mother, who taught her children strong family values, which have been pivotal in our lives. This laid a platform from where we have actually grown. My elder brother was my role model and my hero. His family continues to nourish and strengthen me. My younger brother, Gurbachan, has always stood steadfast by my side and managed factories while I could focus on developing sales in India and most of all in Russia. My sister-in-law, Vinnu, also lent her hand whenever required, as also my sister Ashi, who actually shifted to Moscow for a few years with her little kids. My dear wife, Meeta, who joined in my effort in Russia and lent unstinting assistance throughout my career. She tolerated without complaining about my single-minded, selfish pursuit of business, and through thick and thin, kept on energizing me with her unconditional love, and has been my anchor. My 3 daughters, Rishma, Jaisima and Dipti, who never complained to my not devoting enough time to them, as they grew with mostly my wife to take care of them. Success is primarily a team effort. Guru has always blessed me with diligent, competent, hardworking colleagues, staff, and workers. It is my privilege to dedicate my award to all such spirited individuals who have been my patrons and sponsors. Thank you very much.
Big round of applause. And I must say, you're the luckiest man this evening, surrounded by so many beautiful women. And 2 tables cheering just for you. Deserve it all. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's just about last 2 awards for this evening. Our next award is the Special Recognition Award. It is a highly respected honor that is bestowed to a Sikh or a non-Sikh that, through their passion, dedication, and commitment, have made a significant contribution to the greater good of society.
The Special Recognition Award, sponsored by the Sikh Group. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's recipient is His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum from Dubai. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the United Arab Emirates Vice President and Prime Minister and the ruler of Dubai. He is a recognized poet in his native Arabic, a major figure in international thoroughbred horse racing, and is well known for his charitable work. In June 2010, foundations were laid for the Guru Nanak Darbar, which is located in Jebel Ali, and this is the first official Sikh temple in the entire Gulf region.
Can I request Mr. Aslam to please join us on stage? Yes, may I request you to please say a few words. Mr. Aslam Sheikh, the standing MLA from Maharashtra. The award actually has been given to a very special person, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and Mr. Aslam is accepting the award on behalf of him.
In the beginning, I would like to thank Navdeep for inviting me over here for the 6th Sikh Award, which has been held in my country, and I'm proud of it. And I was supposed to hand over this award, but unfortunately, the big demise took place in His Holy Highness Sheikh Maktoum Rashid. He lost his son recently, and the biggest pain in life is to see our own son going from this world. And everybody know what pain the family must be going through. But the work for the humanity, what he showed by giving the land to build a Gurdwara, an officially Gurdwara in UAE, it's a great achievement. It shows that nothing is important than the humanity, and all God is one. And Mr. Navdeep has promised me he is going to take away this award to Dubai, and he's going to hand it over to his family once all the rights and everything has been over. And it's my privilege to be here with all the good people over here from my country as well as the Sikh community before independence and after independence, not only in India, throughout the world. They have made us proud. Congratulations to everyone who have achieved the award today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as he's already said, after the mourning period, the founder of the Sikh group, Mr. Navdeep Singh, will be going to Dubai to conduct a formal presentation of the award later this year. Well, with this, we move into the last award for this evening. And as you know, we save the best for the last. It's time for us to bring on stage the winner of the Sikh Lifetime Achievement Award. So get ready to give a thundering round of applause to our winner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, The Sikh Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to a Sikh who has made a significant contribution to Sikhism on a global scale, an individual who has demonstrated a positive impact on a society whilst progressing Sikhism to higher levels. Please welcome on stage a man who definitely needs no introduction, Mr. Vikramjit Singh Sahani, a Padma Shri. He is a well-known entrepreneur, educationist and philanthropist who will be speaking about this category and also presenting the award.
Dear friends, I think all of you agree that Sikhism and Seva is very synonymous to each other. Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave us the concept of Kirt Karo, Naam Japo, and Vanchako. That is, work hard, share your gains with have-nots, and worship God. I personally feel the concept